You want to make a great website, banner design, but you don't know anything about Photoshops or Illustrator or big design tool. Congratulations, you find the right video, because in this video, I'm going to show you step by step the key principles of how to make a great design of a website banner. And I'll also show you how you can actually design it with a free tool without knowing anything about Photoshop's Illustrator. I want to tell you that one. So your website will be something like, will be well fit in the website like this in the browser, because that's the first part, browser responsive. And the second thing is about mobile responsive. So it's been well fit like this. And now the second thing is also about, you don't want to have a messy situation like this where you can avoid it, where the things are going out of the window and not really well fit completely. So I'm going to help you to fix that problem. And then I'm going to show you in a step-by-step how you can change with the tool, with a design from here to here, which is a well-rounded thing. You want that, right? So let's get started. After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give a big hand to them? So the first thing first, to make a well aligned, good design like this, which is well fitted, you can see the corners are rounded up, very nice way, and the texts are pretty sparkling and bigger and well fit. So first of all, so you need to understand that how you're going to fit in the browser. So you need to know your browser screen size. So for me, I figured out what is the size of my website banner already. So that's why I have choose this size. All right. So the second thing is about in a mobile, we really need to figure out what is the size of the mobile screenshot. Like an example, when you want to doing it in mobile, I wanted to make sure that it's a well fit in a mobile. Look at this in the website. It's showing you how it's looking in the mobile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see a mobile responsive banner, because I don't want to show everything on the mobile on this one, because mobile screen is not big and mobile is not a landscape mode. It's a very much about portrait mode. I want to figure out how it really works. So I have done my own testing. So I have checked out my browser of mobile responsive, and I focused which area I want to do. So that is my focus. So I figured out that it's from here in the left side to the right here, it will show in a mobile responsive mode. And then in the top, this is the area I will show from here to here. So this is the zone, whatever elements I'm going to put on in my browser, in my editor, it will going to show it in a mobile responsive view. So I have done my homework. So if you are new and you're developing your browser, check it out. Which area do you want to focus about? And you're going to put on in that area. So I have checked out, first of all, I have checked out my size of my website banner. So I draw it up, and then I have decided this area, I'm going to do it for my mobile responsive browser. So check it out in your site that which area you want to show in your mobile responsive. If you have any questions how to find it out, go ahead and comment below. I would love to give you an advice. So now let's get started. So now I have decided that this is the I'm going to be, and this is the area in the mobile responsive we're going to fix. So now I'm going to stick to that plan. So stick to that plan is, the very first thing is about, I want to change this. I want to change this whole spectrum from here, which is quite messy right now, to this. To do this one, what I'm going to do is about, if you are not familiar with the tool, it's called canva.com, and put it in the description. It is absolutely for free, drag and drop, and you need to know nothing editing about that. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So to do that, the first thing, what I'm going to do I'm going to duplicate this image just for giving it back up. So I'm going to come back here. So before fixing anything, the very first thing is about, I'm going to focus about mobile responsive area, right? Because that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put this one, copy. So I'm going to select all my mobile responsive areas, copy it, and I'm going to put it on here by clicking here. I put the zone. So that means I know which zone I'm going to go with, right? So with that aspects, My next pack is about I want to fix this text because these texts are not there yet. So what I'm going to do I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to delete all of it. Right? I'm going to just delete all of it. Why? I just made a copy because I just make sure that I have the text here, so I can put down there easily. So now I'm going to do it is basically I'm going to copy these aspects. I'm going to copy them and click here and put it here. So now it's actually showing me the backgrounds are not there yet, right? So now what I'm going to do is basically the background, I'll start copying the backgrounds. Okay, so actually I probably even can do even smarter way. I can just select all the texts and I drag it forward at the same time, and I just copy all of them. Take it on, click here, put it on. So now what I need to do is basically I just need to position them in the background. So I have my text pop up. This one has not been copied yet, so I'm going to put it in the background just to make sure that I don't mess up the thing. Okay, seems like I actually missed one of my elements. Actually, here, I think I missed that empowering companies. No problem, I can put it on there. So now it's already been there. So I just copied it. So now I'm going to rename it, or unleash your employees. So very first thing is about, I have to remember that I will have to carve this in the top side. So to do that actually, and one of the good things about, we can actually group it together. You can group it and then it's always been fixed as in one element. So now I'm going to write it, unleash your employees' maximum potential. My goal is to put it in a three layer like this. I'm going to break it down to this one. So I'm going to write down unleash your employees is I'm making sure that I am well aligned with all the text, because I don't want it to look wrong. Unleash your employees' maximum potentials, right? Just wanted to make sure that I am not doing it wrong. So yeah, so now it's looking unleash your employees' maximum potentials, right? So now I have that unleash your maximum potentials, one-stop shop. So this should be changed, right? It should be training 4.0. So I'm going to cap it 4.0, and I'm going to put it on the wall on the left align. So now it's actually doesn't need to be wrong, but the goal is I don't need to have that so big aspects, right? Because I can actually shorten it. So what I'm going to do basically ungroup, and I'm going to come back all the way down here to make sure that these are all well aligned. And then I'm going to put it just before the text. And then actually I could even make it a little bit bigger, because the training 4.0 is the goal, right? So now look at this text is 287. So I can actually do one thing is about, I can make it 250 because I have space actually. And because the other as a sub pages, I don't really need to workforce transformation solution for companies and corporations. And we got ProEdX EdTech training solution for organizations. So basically what I'm going to do here, I can make it a little bit bigger if we want to. Probably, let's see how much was the text here. The text was 190. So I can come back here, make sure that I can put 200 here. And then it looks a little more bigger, and actually it's better. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to well align into it. You can see it's well fit, but I'm going to make sure that it's I can actually, one of the good way of doing this one is actually use a zoom a little bit. And then you have a full control to see where it's going. Maybe we can put a little more here, and then, but make sure that it's always the same size. You cannot change the size in different thing. So if you put in that 100, it's 100, 200 means every banner you're doing, if multiple pages for websites, always 200. It never changed the size. It's going to be fixed moving forward. So now we have the same thing, right? So now one other thing I can do, I can just put it to background, and now I have a full control. I can come until here, and then I can put it to background here as well too. And now I have this thing, but this thing go bigger, right? So first of all, I'm going to resize it. So I have just done it. So now all I need to do is just sync it back, and now you can see that well alignment, right? Slightly not yet. So I can come back. Can just make sure that it's well aligned with them. And now all I need to do is basically just put it in the background. Done. So I can see this one, there is a space extra. So here, I have one thing to do is about, now let's zoom out a little bit. Because I have put through a little bit of fixing to be done here as well too. So let's zoom a little bit so I can fix it here. You can see this one is is going a little bit outside, right? So what I'm going to do I can put it a little bit in the middle to make sure that it's well aligned, because I want to see that this one and this one have the right balance. And now what I need to do is basically, I just put it on a background. And when I put it in a background, it's basically just go easily around it. So now I just put it all the way down. I just only need to ungroup it. Then you can move it. For some reason, it doesn't really allow and then I go all the way down, and you can see it's well aligned. Now all I need to do is just basically just put it in the background. This one need to go background as well too. It's done. So now unleash your employees. Actually, it's actually good. Unleash your employees' maximum potentials. So, and now that I have another thing. Oh, it looks a little bit tight right here. You can see this one. It looks still a bit tight. So what I'm going to do basically, I can go even background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a little bit more, because here the goal is always make sure that this is completely covered. This thing should be completely covered. It should not be going less. Completely covered. And then you bring this up, and you can see the well aligned, and there will be, here you go. You see the cross line means it has the best crossover. And now you see absolutely well matched. So now what you can do is basically you can group them and you hit them to background. Done. So now it's well tuned. So now I have another thing. It's quite long right now, right? I need to shorten it up. So do this one, basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put the text to the background. It's gone. And now I'm going to just small it. So for a reason, it's all I need to do is basically ungroup it first, so I can easily play this thing smaller. So I'm going to keep finding. And my goal is to cover all the text. And then I'm going to hit it to background. Okay, it's well covered. So I'm going to bring it forward again. And so now I'm going to play with this. You can see there is some gap here. It's not well sized. Make sure that this ball and this one have the same size. And then what I'm going to do I'm going to bring it all the way back. It's almost crossover, but why not completely? Yes, you can see that cross line. So it's been completely crossover and well matched. So now I'm going to do it here and here. I'm going to group them and position to the background. Done. So now I have employees maximum potential. So I have some space extra here. I need to save that place because it doesn't really look good, because it should be just a little bit. So what I'm going to do and put in the background first, ungroup it because I want to play it separately on this one. And now I'm going to come back. Just move it out from here and just cover the whole text. That's the goal. Just cover. So always make sure that it's completely covered until the text. And done, then my goal is about here. Now you can see well alignment. So I'm gonna bring it forward. Come on, crossover. No, it's actually not completely crossover. I missed somewhere. Yeah, completely crossover. You see? I leave it there. So what I'm going to do, select, group them, select it, hit them background. So now I have an image which is absolutely ready for this. You can see this one, Unleash Employee Maximum Potential 4.0. All right. This is the one I wanted to get rid of it because it's not going to fit to mobile responsive. I'm going to copy it, come back, paste it here. So now make sure that it has the right thing. It should be completely well aligned in the text in the middle, so it's going to fit. This is, as you see this one, this is not going to come to the mobile responsive view. This is only the website, but this is what wasn't coming to mobile responsive. Now we got one thing, we need to fix this title, right? So there is a title here. It calls Workforce Transformation Solution for Companies and Corporations, right? Well, basically, we could just keep it short on Workforce Transformation Solution. Basically, to do this one, all I need to do is just go up. I just can just basically just hit it the background. And there was some buggy here. So I can just come back, group it, copy it, and I come back, click it, hit it. And then I have it here. And now what I need to do is basically I just hit the background. So now basically, just wanted to make sure that I'm well aligned because I want to be well aligned. You see, it should be well aligned. And this one, so now let's do one more test. Set it to the background. It should be well aligned with everyone. Yeah, it's well aligned. So I'm going to put it in the background. And now let's zoom a little bit just to make sure that I'm in the middle. Am I in the middle? Yeah, it's showing it I'm in the middle of the whole thing. So, and it's well aligned in the left side as well too. You can see in the left side, the whole line and the middle too. So now I'm basically, this one is absolutely ready. So I have changed from this one to this one, right? So now I don't need a mobile responsive thing because I'm going to export it right now. So I'm going to delete this. And my banner is absolutely ready. Just checking some spelling because I was so excited, because you should do that as well too. When you do that something, you always get excited unless you often make some spelling mistake, and that looks really, really funny. Which is make this small a little more smaller. And let's put it on and let's see, put it in the background and then put it in the middle. So I just need to make sure that I'm doing well aligned with other text. Yes, so now you can see all the texts are well aligned. And position the background. And I want to make sure that it's a little longer. Is it too long? Let's zoom a little bit. Maybe it's a bit too long. So I can pull through. This is a little bit too much big. So I want to make sure that it's been there. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share this template with you in Canva, so you don't have to find this hardcore balance like what I'm doing right now, because I have started to do it from scratch with you to show it how to really do it. So now it's well aligned. Background, ouch, forward. Okay, I think ungroup it. I think I should put it to the background first. So now, as it already been downloaded, it's very important for you that you rename the file in a very proper way. Otherwise, it's going to be a big problem. You need to rename the file, because based on the name of your image, you will be defined how good SEO your folder will be, right? It needs to be well aligned. Otherwise, Google cannot find it, because if you don't put the right name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the product name, training. You don't need to be capped. Training 4.0 by VSHR Pro Academy for companies and corporation. Basically, product name by VSHR Pro Academy for companies and corporations. So people can easily see it's for B2B product and B2B solutions. So now my pages for this one is training 4.0. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to load it. So right now it's there, and you can see it's not really going the old one. So I'm going to replace this one. So basically, just do a quick check. It's before and after, so you guys can easily see it. Trainings. So I'm going to load it up. So this is before. You can see this one. This image is going off the roof. The logos are outside, and it's kind of hiding the menu as well too. And this text is looking like this. Not super organized. So what I'm going to do it, now I'm going to fix it. So how to do this one? So okay, just download it again. Select, download it. Go to the file. Very first thing, first go to trash. Companies and corporation, PNG, done. So now I'm going to come back to the editor again, and let's upload it here. Edit background, replace. There you go. Nail it down. Yeah, it's actually looking good this time. Let's save it here. And I have enough spaces. I'm going to publish it. And I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it down here. The final one. Yay! This time it's working. Now you can see this one. How do we evolve from here to here to here and finally here? And finally it's perfect. It's looking great. It's well aligned and it's going crushing it. So for you, I have done all the hard work already. See how fascinating, finally we get a banner done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you this template. This is the perfect template, which you can see the mobile responsive view as well too. And with this one, you can create now for other product and solution. Like an example, you can easily, like we have more product and solution. We have for employment, training, people empowerment, eco brand, our alpha games, our trainers, all the sub pages. You can easily use the same templates, put down in 3 lines, the key slogan and solution names and a little bit of tagline into it. And that's the way you can create great banner for your website for free, and which is more responsive. Oh, let's have a look how it's going to look like in mobile website. Let's check it out. Hey, check it out in the website. I just take a snapshot. I'm showing to you. This is how it's look like in mobile right now. And what we used to before was completely different, and now it's well fit into the screen. So get started. I'm going to share with you the templates. You can see the template is already here. Always make sure that in the same banner for other products and solutions you have like an Alpha Games and ProDuX, you align with the same template of this one and easily just copy paste and do it. And always remember this zone. Always remember this zone is your mobile responsive. And always remember the size of the font and the font size and the 3 lines. Like example, this lines, there's a text size and the red color and the tag lines. Keep it simple. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I would love to give you more advice too. And this is how you make great website, which is mobile responsive, which have a great experience when any of your customer or partners look at your website. All the best. I will see you soon.